Alright, it says I'm live. So, I just have to go over this, you guys. Again. Because I'm sitting there mowing the lawn, and I'm thinking, and I'm listening to the book of Revelation while I'm mowing. And I'm saying to myself, what's going on? What's wrong with this situation? And I'll explain what I mean. It's frustrating, guys, to be where I'm at in my mind. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna shrink myself down here and share my screen with you. And we're gonna look at something. Let's see, how do I do this? Oops. Okay, I think I'm sharing my desktop. Should be seeing that. Let's go here. Okay, do you guys remember? I know you remember. Revelation 12 sign. Okay, 79,000 views. I'm just showing some views. 15,000, 19,000, 71,000, 31,000, 64,000, 85,000, 537,000, 172,000, 223,000, 1.3 million. Adam's got one. And you know what? This is in 3 minutes. Why don't we watch this? Let's watch this. I think, let me just make sure I got everything set up right. I'm gonna, yeah, everything should work right, hopefully. Let's watch this. Oh, we get an ad.
Hello and welcome. Today I want to briefly discuss with you a very important topic in which the sun, the moon, and the stars will align with perfection to fulfill a 2,000-year-old prophecy. Perfection only found from the creator of heaven and earth. This prophecy was written down in the book of Revelation, the last book in the Holy Bible, directly from Jesus. This book was given to us so that we would know the time of the end, what to expect, and to know what would happen. Let's read Revelation 12 together. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. So what we see written here is the constellation Virgo, which is known as the woman, who is clothed with the sun. That means the sun is currently in the constellation Virgo. The moon is under her feet, and above her head is a crown of 12 stars. And Jupiter enters her belly, stays there for 9 months, and exits, showing a birth. So in this very descriptive passage, we see all phases, the sun, the moon, and the stars, all coming together to form a picture of a birth. And again, lastly, the 9 stars from Leo, always above her head, plus the 3 wandering stars align perfectly for the crown. God himself spoke through the prophet Daniel and said these things would be sealed up until the time of the end, as in nobody would really understand until the end came. Thanks to technology, we have a program called Stellarium. It allows us to go forward and backward in time and see how the stars align. Because as they have seen, every star, every planet known as a wandering star follows a mathematical equation. This alignment has never happened. In the beginning, in the book of Genesis, God himself says the sun, the moon, and the stars will be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. This prophecy is no exception. What's also really interesting is when Jesus was telling his apostles of when he will return, he himself said that there would be signs in the sun and the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth the stress of nations, as in much trouble going on, as we see now. Hopefully by now you see that this topic is worthy of your time for further investigation. This is something that you can see with your very own eyes and confirms that the Bible is true. If you haven't done so, please seek Jesus Christ today, as time may be running out. God bless, and please share this with everyone you know.
Alright. Whoops. I guess I'll just pause it. Okay. So what I want to point out, first I'm going to go to the chat. Oh, this chat works now. Nice. This is the first time I've got this chat to work. Hi, Charlotte. How you doing? So Adam made that great video, and I love it. It's a great video. And that video we just watched was seen just on Adam's channel. It was seen 1.3 million times. What happened to all those 1.3 million people? Where'd they go? Did they disappear off the earth or what? Where are they? I don't understand these people. Because if we read just the next verse, the story continues. It's like we saw that thing in 2017. I mean, don't tell me it wasn't don't tell me it wasn't something. Go search Revelation 12 sign, and look at this, 9.6 million views. Robert Breaker. So don't tell me 4.7 million. It's not debatable whether the world was aware of something happening in the heavens on that date. We all knew it was. If anybody was paying attention, okay? So then I believe that's kind of like started something, or the child, like it makes sense to me that would be when people got sealed in their forehead, somewhere around there, or something like that, because the child being born, or travailing in birth. But what happened to all the sanity in the world? It's gone. They're like people don't think of the Revelation 12 means anything now. It's just, oh, that came and gone, we were wrong, or something. Who knows what people think. But I don't really think about it that way. I'm more interested in the story that's happening in Revelation. I don't get hyped over something and then forget about it, and especially ignore it. So verses 1 and 2 say, let's see here, hold on. You got a boring screen, don't you? No, I don't know if they, it's all gone now, Joe. Not sure what you mean. I'm gonna get you something better than, well, I suppose the desktop's fine. Hold on, I just have to pause that because, okay, whatever. Let's see here. Okay, so verse 3, and there appeared another wonder in heaven. So, hey, fool me not, how you doing? Oh yeah, Charlotte, yeah, the sanity's gone. It's gone. And that's why I named this stream Words Have to Mean Things, because they meant things in 2017 when, I mean, right, anybody that was looking at that, they were saying, where were their eyes looking? Their eyes were looking up at the stars, up in heaven, and they were like, oh yeah, look at that, signs in the sun, moon, and stars. And then what happened? It's like them people, like, they don't exist anymore. I mean, even, I'm not ripping on him, but even Adam, he's just not able to read that next verse, I don't think. and make sense of it. I mean, because it said, okay, there's the wording. Okay, in verse 1 it says, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven. And then verse 3 it says, and there appeared another wonder in heaven. So this means something. So if you lifted your eyes up to the heaven to see the thing on September 23rd, 2017, wouldn't you think of lifting your eyes up to the same place when it says there's going to be another thing there? Because remember, Revelation is what John, it says right here, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. So it's for the people that believe that they believe Jesus. Do they want to know what is going to happen? If they want to, they should pay attention, and they're not. They're talking about Torah, and they're talking about, and I'm not talking about just Adam. I'm just saying people are not being sane anymore. Okay, so it says, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. So here's the problem. When I start to say something very simple, like, we're going to go to it. I'm going to put you back on screen share. Because you guys, this, I'm not the only person here that can see this. I know that. Let's see here. We're gonna go look. Okay, this is the most simple thing that we're gonna do here. Watch on the screen. Type in SpaceX Red Dragon. Look at that. It fills it in for us. Red Dragon canceled. Red Dragon video. Red Dragon animation. Which one do you guys want? Let's just look at Wikipedia. Where would you see Red Dragon? Where would you see this? Look at this right here. Was a 2011 to 2017 concept. Mars lander. Okay, on Falcon Heavy rockets. The initial Red Dragon mission was to test techniques and blah blah blah. So when this is frustrating to me. Like, I'm just like, nobody will respond to anything I say, and I'm pointing out the most simple thing, guys. It says right, you know what? We can go deeper into this. We just have to read the Bible. It's frustrating me. It has been for like 3 years. It's ridiculous. Look what it says. It says, and there appeared another wonder in heaven. So let's lift our eyes up to the stars and look. And behold, a great red dragon. Well, this happens to be a red dragon right here. I didn't write that. SpaceX named it that on their own. Okay? Not me. Right? So when I tell people like D Nodal or Nate Wolf or anybody, Robbie or anybody, if I tell anybody about this red dragon that is where John saw the first wonder, and then there was a second one of a red dragon, when I bring that up, people just ignore me. I get no response from anybody. I mean, except for like, you're in error. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm quoting the Bible. Red dragon in heaven. Then what does it say? And his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. Well, if this is a red dragon, what would his tail be? Let's just type in Falcon 9 and just see what we get for images. See this part? Do you guys, I want to make a little bit of sense of something. Okay, there's a story in Revelation. There's a story happening. And it's a real life story, and you can ignore it and ignore it and ignore it, but you're going to kick yourself later for ignoring it. Okay, this would be the dragon's tail, wouldn't it? Because, okay, by the way, see this? Dragon version 1? They built 10 of those. And this this dragon has 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads. They made 10 of these. They're on their 18th mission, and so they've reused them since the 11th mission. Refurbished them or whatever. Okay, so this here, it happens to make fire come down from heaven on the earth we're looking at it right now, in the sight of men. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by doing that. Those great wonders. Can't you guys get this? Like, red dragon in heaven. Let's just read what happens here. And his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And this is why, right here, I have to say all this stuff, and I have to point it out. And I have to point out the obvious willingful ignorance, or there's a supernatural hold on it. Because I do think that this is the you guys, in Daniel 7, I don't remember which verse. Let's see here. Okay, listen. Okay, the fourth beast, it had 10 horns. Okay, and then it says, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. That'd be this one. But that's not the verse I was trying to read. Here we are. Look at this. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. That's the horn with the mouth that speaks great things and the eyes like eyes of a man. So people are like, the 10 horns are 10 kings, so they're kingdoms. They're like thinking they're armies or something. No. The 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise. And another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. Well, guess what? It launches on Falcon Heavy. Look at 3 kings, 3 Falcon 9s right there. Do you guys understand what this is? Here's Falcon 9. So this is the 4th king. Here's the dragon. And then when it launches on the Falcon Heavy, which it never has, it's subduing 3 kings. Get it? He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And think to change times and laws, and think to stick needles in your brain to download and stuff. See, like, what's frustrating to me is this guy, he'll through his policy, he'll cause a craft to prosper. In his hand he shall magnify himself in his heart. By peace he shall destroy many. You guys do not understand. I'm not saying all of you, but the people that don't acknowledge these words in here, they're not understanding what salvation is. They're not understanding what being born again is. They're not understanding any of this because they don't know their enemy. They think it's some army or some United Nations or some thing on the earth, like people, and our flesh. We don't struggle against flesh and blood. All these right here, these are the rulers of the darkness of this world. They're the only things that go up to the blackness of darkness. They go up to space. How else do you get to space? And when I say space, I'm really saying the heavens, because the heavens are above that darkness, literally above the darkness. The darkness stops at a certain point. And that's where God's feet are. So, like, let's read a little more on, well, let's see here. I'll get you something better here. Let's go. What am I doing? I got my Bible here. I forgot. Oops. I can just go. We can look at it right in here. Revelation 12 sign. And then we're going to look at Revelation 13 too. Also. Not 13 verse 2. 13 also. Okay. She brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. Anybody paying attention will realize that there is a child being born. There is there's a child being born again, if anybody understands that. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God. Now, this child is these 144,000, 12,000 of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And the woman, I'll tell you who I think the woman is. Oops, I could have just... I'll tell you who I think the woman is. Let's see. The woman is the remnant. Because they don't want to learn, or they can't learn the new song. And so they're not going to give glory to God. They think that they think the planets are gods. And when you realize everything going on up in space is just activities in hell, and that Satan has fooled the world into wanting to go to hell. That's where you're going to go if you're going to want to go there. If you want to go explore the universe, you're exploring the prison under heaven, like in heaven, under heaven, the very bottom of heaven. So, hold on a minute. Let's see here. Right here, earthquake, and 7,000 men died. The remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven. So when they give him glory, he's going to, what we just read, and the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God. Now, here's an interesting thing that I don't know if you know how this is saying it, but the wilderness, that blackness of darkness could possibly be the place, because in Second Esdras it says this too, where those people, the people that believe or the people that have faith, even if they don't overcome the beast, that doesn't mean that just means that they're going to have to go through God's wrath, but that they're going to repent. And that this is another thing. If you're not going to believe, if you're not going to understand the simple thing that John saw in the heavens, and if you're not going to understand that we live in the time that red dragon has manifest. John called it a red dragon. Daniel called it a he-goat with a notable horn between his eyes. Let's look right here. Right here. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. I think this is that. This is space. And I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet-colored beast. You know the ISS, the panels on the solar arrays. They're scarlet-colored. I actually am uploading a video. Oh no, I'm not. I started uploading a video and then my computer crashed, so I gotta do that again. Of some footage of the ISS, and it's scarlet colored, but there's a lot of things that other people aren't looking at too. The 7 heads on the beast, the 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. Enoch saw 7 mountains, you guys. Enoch 18. I'm always going to that chapter. The chapter that everybody else can't read, or they refuse to acknowledge. Look at this. Where does it say this? Okay, so and beyond that abyss I saw a place which had no firmament of heaven above. I saw there 7 stars like great burning mountains. Let's go to chapter 21. Or chapter 21? 22. Okay, look at this. Where is it? I thought he called it mountains burning with fire in this chapter. Yeah, right here. I saw there I saw 7 stars of the heaven bound together in it. These are the wandering stars, like great mountains burning with fire. Great mountains burning with fire. Watch this. How common is that phrase? Great mountains burning with fire. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and a third part of the sea became blood. Hope you guys get what I'm saying. Space. I'm checking out the chat. That's awesome that this chat works. Hey, Flat Earth is New Jerusalem. Well, yeah, signs in the sun, moon could be anything. But when we have a specific one that John lifts his eyes up to heaven and sees, I don't know why people are ignoring it. Let's see. Charlotte says, I share your frustrations. I have end time visions and they align perfectly with scriptures, yet everybody ignores me. I feel you, my brother. Yeah. And it's not that I'm worried about me, you know? And I know you'll be able to understand what I mean, Charlotte. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about all these people ignoring this. Like, and then they're like teaching other people. They're just teaching false. Like, I'm not even talking about whether I'm right or wrong. I'm talking about the words that are on the page. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. I'm just pointing out that it's being ignored. I'm not saying that I have to be right or something, but I am going to say this. I'm pointing out the only red dragon that there is in heaven. How's that? I want to see a video of it. I mean, like, it's not... I'll play a video of it. I'll just play it in the background. But I'm going to turn the volume of it down. Let's see here. Video. Right there. Hopefully that's not... I gotta check something really quick. Okay, yeah, I think I got the sound off. I mean, we could just read, see what's on my screen. It's kind of, it's lagging. I don't know why it does that, but do you want me to just read about it? I'll just read it to you. Look on the screen. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. That same thing that's going up out of the earth right now also doeth great wonders and makes fire come back down. Like, it's not me. That's what I'm proving right here, right now. It's not me. I'm not saying any of this stuff. I'm pointing it out that the Bible is saying it. And I am seriously wondering if it's just like I'm saying all this. Yeah, I really don't know, guys. See what it's doing to the 4 winds of heaven? Did you guys catch that? Whoops, I went back a little too far. See that? The firmament of heaven. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna go check out the chat because it's a lot better than anything else. It's like, oh, that's what I was saying. I was in Daniel. I don't want to do a screen share right now. In Daniel, it says that horn, red dragon, and Elon Musk, that horn will prevail against the saints. But the saints will overcome him. So maybe this is step 1 of overcoming him. It says, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. So maybe you guys, all these people will be deceived until then. But they are overcoming the beast because they don't believe in the beast. The beast is, hey, look at this. I'm going to tell you that the beast is the space station. It's deceiving the world. Who is able to make war with the beast? Let's look at a couple things here. The beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. Where's the bottomless pit? Oh, it's space. So, shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, the ISS, and go into perdition. They that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast, when they look at it, when they see it. And look at it, it says, okay, you know how the 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth? Look at this. The beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition. The 8th wandering star. Remember the 8th burning mountain? Look at this. The 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. And, oh, are you guys reading? No, I got something else playing. I forgot. I'm going back to desktop. Sorry, guys. Okay, the 7 heads are 7 mountains. Remember, great burning mountains. Or Enoch said it twice. And right here it says, the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7. There's 7 kings, 5 are fallen, 1 is, the other's not yet come. I think that is dragon, or red dragon, whatever. Crew dragon. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Let's do something. Oh wait, how can I do that? Yeah, let's just do demo 1. If that'll get us there. Yeah, that'll get us there. Let's just, hey buddy. You guys want to see my cat? Come here. Come here. Here's Cupcake. Hey buddy. She's camera shy. Probably couldn't even see her. Crew Dragon. Demo 1. Wikipedia. You know how it says it had 7 horns? Or 7 crowns? This vehicle, I'm trying to find where it would say it. It's a 7 passenger vehicle. It's like when I'm thinking about this, mowing the lawn. Okay, right here. It's a terrible picture, but docked to the International Space Station. Okay. What does this say? Where were we? These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Let's go to Revelation 13, verse 2. Look at this. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Show you this picture again. There's the dragon giving the beast his power, seat, and great authority. And where is it? There's more. The 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Okay, we got to get into the whore. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet. Okay, this upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of all harlots and abominations of the earth. She's that great city that reigns over the kings of the earth. I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. John did. And the angel said, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and of the beast which carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay. For God hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast. Again, give their kingdom unto the beast. I don't know how clear this can be, you guys. John was shown this vision. I'm just going to go back to the chat and then I'm going to probably end this. John was shown this vision so that he could write it down, and that the people, the servants of God, living at the time of the end, would know when things had manifested, and would know he would show them things to come by these visions, or this vision that he sent down to John. And it's frustrating when people ignore it. People that the most shouldn't be ignoring it. That's all I can say. Like, this is the Bible. This is the book that, for all throughout the history we know, has been studied and anticipated, and now that we're here and it all has manifest exactly as it's written, y'all ignore it. That's frustrating to me. Alright, I'm checking out the chat. Hi, Just in Time 562. Yeah, too much of a coincidence to ignore. The firmament is a city, or a... Sorry, I read that wrong. Where did that go? A ceiling of lights. It is a ceiling of lights, but those lights are all angels. Good and evil angels. Hey, Davey313. Aloha. Amen. Good to see you guys. Yeah, exactly. Charlotte, the words are in their own Bibles. They can see it, but they can't see it. They can read the words, but I was saying in another video, like if I ask you, for directions from here to Dairy Queen, you can write down some complex directions and I'll be able to get there if the directions are right. But I tell you, there's a red dragon in heaven or a dragon in heaven, and they're just like, look the other way. They just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't say, all they say is, Satan's not a rocket, or these types of things. I haven't been here for 3 years. No, those are kings and kingdoms. Or the best is when they change that, kings and kingdoms, to nations and countries or something like that. Like they just make up. It's really not optional, guys. John saw something. I saw it too. You didn't see it? Dean Odell, you didn't see it? You missed it? I don't get it. I thought you, of all people, I'm just using a name for an example. But all these people, I thought you guys were all like trying to be aware of what's written in the Word. Now that it's here and you're gonna throw it away? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. It's just crazy. There's only one dragon in heaven, and it's the SpaceX dragon. And Enoch saw the heavens be shaken and the pillars of the earth being moved out of their place. And guess what did it? It was a host of wagons with men riding thereon, and it was the noise from the wagons that did it. Because they caused turmoil. The noise from the wagons caused turmoil. So if there's someone being irresponsible, it's not me. Because do you guys actually think that I'm this obsessed with this topic that I just keep making videos and I just keep going on this single topic? It's because it's the only way to understand it. If you don't understand that there's a war happening in heaven, you're just not taking part in it. You're just not helping. There's something happening in the world, and there's a necessary truth for people to believe that they were deceived on. They didn't understand that it was something that they were deceived on. But now it's been revealed, living on a false image that Satan made. So whatever, because I know people are like, no, I live on a globe and I know it. Yeah, good luck with that. It's not going to do you any good. Your idea of the spiritual world is probably lacking. let's see, Joe, do you think it is more the blinders veil that is keeping? I think it is. I think it's something spiritual. Like, I'm not saying it's like, I'll just use examples. I don't really care. Dean Odell, he loves Jesus, and he believes the truth, but he's majorly deceived about one thing. But that one thing, it seems to be written in there that the saints, God's elect, God's chosen people, or whatever, the saints are deceived by that horn, that dragon, whatever. But they still prevail against him. And so what I'm saying is, the light in the world right now, for the last few years, the only thing different is flat earth. It's the only thing different. That is how a person can overcome the beast. How many flat earthers believe in the space station? Or believe that it's a spaceship up there? 0. So, to believe the Word of God is something different than most people think. Yeah, isn't that sad, Davey 313? After all this, they're still going to, well, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess, but they're like friends and family and people that think that we're crazy saying these things. They're going to be saved with fear. If they're going to be saved, I'm saying they're going to repent when, like, they're going to say, no, I'm smart, I know my world, I know everything. They're going to say that until the ground shakes so hard that buildings crumble everywhere. And then they're going to be like, what is this hell that I'm living? They're going to, it makes me think of a song that I saw. It's Taylor Swift. And I don't remember what the song's called. Maybe it's something like Calm Down. And it's like she's making fun of people that are like protesting that subject. Like the gays and all of that. I'm just going to say all of that. I'm not trying to describe or anything, but when in her song she's like, you need to calm down, you're being too loud. And it just makes me go, oh man, just wait, because I'm not even going to be able to say that to them. You need to calm down. You get what I'm saying? They don't understand what's coming. But that's the same as all the people that don't listen to the simple words that are written in the Bible. They don't understand what's coming either. They think there's some army of men going to come and cause this stuff. Yeah, right. You guys got a lot of things you don't expect to happen that are going to happen. But, all right, guys, I think I'm out of here. Thank you for hanging out. And yeah, I mean, I guess all I can say is ask you guys to, if you can understand these words, just kind of like try to get other people to like share this video or something. Get people to try to think about this. Why is it that Joe's pointing out rockets in the Bible when they're just clearly in the Bible? But it's Joe, the weird guy, right? Has nothing to do with Joe. It's written. It's the prophets wrote it. John on the Isle of Patmos wrote about Red Dragon. Okay, and then Elon Musk named his thing that flies up to heaven, red dragon. Joe has nothing to do with that. Joe's just a bystander that points it out. So, hope this was fun. Thank you, Charlotte, Davey, all you guys for hanging. Have a good day, and talk to you soon.